Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got something a little different for you today. Turn that music down. Pretty intense music. Let's put it at something a little more chill. What do you say? Oh, this is the chill station. Anyway, welcome, Internet, to something different than what I normally do. Normally, I've been playing games here, and it's been going well. Raised $430 so far. Pretty proud about that. But I think I could do better. So, what my plan is to do a weekly talk show on Twitch and Facebook and Mixer and everything. YouTube too. But the premise of this talk show is going to be called Scrub Club Saves the World. And the premise is that I've assembled a team of elite scrubs who are going to come together and try and solve all the problems facing the world. So, not all the problems facing the world, I should say. I should say potential sources of apocalypse. Yeah, so that's going to be anything from zombie apocalypses to alien invasions to ice world scenarios to water world scenarios to Jurassic Park, or I guess Jurassic World scenarios is really the better one. Where, you know, like maybe dragons come back. That's a potentially viable topic. But yeah, so on today's episode, I'm going to be developing this concept. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. So let's go ahead, transition. You know, I probably need to turn that down just a bit. All right, there we go. All right. There we go. All right. Cool. I have to remember it doesn't actually show that in the preview. Yeah, you like my animated desktop background? Anyway. Okay, so where is my browser window? Yeah, so there we go. Let's hit this in full screen too. So let's also zoom in a little bit. Oh, you know what? I need to zoom in using this. All right. So this is going to be my design document here. God, I got to make that even bigger, don't I? You know what? Let's see a little bit of formatting here. I don't know if I love this. Paint format. What? Oh, paint a format. I see. Okay. Let's change it to a nice color. I would like a nice background color. How do you set the page color? Anyway, if there's anybody out there watching that wants to join in on this conversation and help me develop the concept of this weekly show, I've posted a Discord link. It's on Facebook. The one on Twitch might be broken, but if you check my Twitter, which I think is linked on Twitch, but it's twitter.com/LordScrubjay, there's a link to join the chat. So go ahead, join the Scrubjay Manor Discord server. Hop in the on-air channel. Maybe I'll get Kayla to hop in at some point. And she's not even listening to me. I'll just talk about her behind her back in front of the internet. She's too busy playing Hearthstone. She's a little addicted to Hearthstone. Which, granted, I'm also a little addicted to Hearthstone, so I might take a break and play that for a few minutes. But while I talk about this. But anyway, so Scrub Club saves the world. Oh yeah, I was going to change the color. This background color, I know. Page numbers. Document details? How do you change the page? I know you can change the page color. Oh, that's not right. Highlight color, text color. How do you change? I know for a fact you can change the background color. It's gotta be format. Paragraph styles. Borders and shading, no. Bullets and numbering. Headers and footers. Okay, we're gonna have to do some Googling. Some great Googling. Anyway, yeah, it's gonna be probably a pretty boring show if nobody wants to talk. Hey, Corey, what's up? You're just gonna listen. I'm in the Scrubjay Manor chat if you want to join. Anyway, so how to change font color page? File page setup. Oh, I thought I already went there. Yep, sure enough. All right, let's get a nice scrubby color of. That's a scrubby one. Oh yeah, that's so much better. What if I can go in dark mode on this too? Nah, maybe not. Oh, no dark mode. Can I change the whole browser to dark mode? I think that might be a feature of this guy. No. Welcome to Ian messes with his settings for an hour. Okay. Oh, screw it. We'll just do it like that. All right. Scrub Club saves the world. So the... Oh, you aren't in a voice channel. Oh, shit. Oh. Never... Oh, hey, man.
Hey.
Yeah, apparently I was in the on-air channel. I forgot that that I have a privilege for that. That I have to assign the role. Like my thinking was I didn't want too many people crowding into the server, so that makes sense. So anyway, welcome.
It's all good.
Anyway, yeah. So working on this format. Corey here has been our first volunteer, the only person actually outside my own wife to express interest in the concept, but. Josh joined the Discord server, so that's saying something.
Let me pull you up on Twitch here. I see you're making like a background in Microsoft Word. Is that what?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm just this is gonna be my my central concept document here, so I can list things like episode ideas. For instance, and I think the first episode is going to be Alien Invasion.
I think Alien Invasion is a great idea.
Yeah, let's change this. Got to make this all huge text so it looks good on the stream.
Oops, see, it drives me crazy that you can't mute Twitch in Twitch.
You can't mute what?
Like, I can't mute your channel. I have to go into my own volume control settings and mute Chrome instead of there's no mute button like watching a stream.
Really? I thought there was. There is a Chrome flag. I'll send it to you right now. Basically, like there's a feature you can enable in Chrome that when a tab is playing music, it has a little speaker icon up in the top right, and then you can click to mute the tab.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, but you have to enable it by going into the flag.
Oh, I see it. I see it up here.
Yeah, but I don't know if clicking on it does it work? They hadn't rolled that feature out. I'll post it in the Discord.
No, it does nothing when I click on it.
Yeah, if you go to this page and turn it on, you'll be able to mute it. I don't know why they haven't brought that to the main branch. It's like the most useful freaking feature ever. But anyway.
Yeah, it is what it is. Just got done cutting the kid's hair, or the boy's hair.
Oh yeah? With a bowl? No, no bowl.
No.
Come on, you're
No,
spoiling
no,
those
no.
kids.
Right?
Spare the bowl, spoil the child. I told Corey he's spoiling his kids because he's not giving them bowl cuts. Coddling.
You're not
All right.
toughening them up.
They have to be prepared for the cruel world. All right. So so I was thinking that like the first like 5 to 10 minutes would be like really light fodder conversation that we'd probably talk about gaming news. It might be a little forced in this format though. I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll have to, I think, try it out. And
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it depends. I mean, it could work. It just, I guess, depends on how much it's
depends.
going
I
to be a
think-
conversation point.
Sorry, I can hear myself talking.
Oh,
I need to mute this.
I think that's probably it right there. Is that gonna make a list? That's not gonna make a number list, is it? Nice.
Dude, I can't find this. I went to that link and I'm in the experimental.
You're searching?
can't
That might
find
be
the one.
old. Huh. Well, if you go to Chrome // here, let me.
Yeah, it might not be a beta feature anymore.
Mute. No. Huh. Yeah, you should be able to search for the keywords, and maybe you can't do that anymore. You sure there's no way to mute on Twitch?
Dude, no.
I'm pretty sure there is. Let's see.
Maybe there's not. Maybe there is. I don't know.
There's a mute button right next to the play button. Do you not have that?
Oh, okay. You right-click on the tab and scroll down to mute.
Oh, cool. They changed it. Okay. I guess that makes sense because people might accidentally click on the tab.
Right.
Yeah, there's also a mute button in Twitch. I'm looking at it right now. Maybe it's just not on your... Look at my stream.
Bro.
Have your kid do it for you.
I guess I need to go find that kid that was on our team when we went out earlier.
Can you help me fix my computer?
Oh boy.
I've been playing Counter-Strike since before you were born.
Oh man.
Which is actually probably true. Shit, I think I first played Counter-Strike in 1999, so... Like, in some cases before their parents had met.
Oh man.
Alright. I thought I just had... What? Where did all my stuff go? Oh, that's right, okay. Alright. Come on. This is messing with me. Alright. There we go. So, let's think. Alien invasion, we can do... I don't want to put zombie right next. I'll do zombie right next to it. We'll probably figure something out. Zombies, dinosaurs, eldritch horrors.
Weekly game show, gaming news, debating two approaches to solve potential apocalypse, head-to-head competition, and trivia. Final showdown with me, hour-long episode themes. I think you got the makings of something great here.
I think it could be good.
I think it could be as Twitch evolves, or online streaming evolves into a larger spectrum of entertainment sources as opposed to just video gaming, because now you have people that are in like especially the just chatting category. You have people playing music, you've got people doing cooking shows, you've got people doing exercise shows, and so it's becoming this veritable, cornucopia of entertainment. But there's not a whole lot of things that are happening in the content creator world that are focused around like a video podcast, I would say. I don't know, maybe there is.
Yeah, well, there's definitely some like game shows on Twitch. It's there's a lot more. Twitch is actually branching out into more stuff like this, like like somewhere bridging the gap between traditional streaming and like actual like game shows. So they're definitely putting. I mean, just chatting is a huge category on Twitch. It's crazy.
Massive.
Yeah. So you can actually put under here like. So I think here we'll go to we'll make a different section for Okay. Yeah, so the episode components as I see it would open with the news discussion. Then after maybe like 5-10 minutes into it, I would introduce the problem at hand.
Yeah, so you're gonna have like the Tonight Show monologue, and then you're gonna have to figure a way to segue current events, today's news into the problem, and then introduce your panel of contestants, right?
Yeah, so I think I might pick the theme based on something in the gaming news world,
Okay.
so that we can kind of work it in. And then, I mean, honestly, in term of gaming news, probably going to be like talking about like a new game that was announced or whatever. It's about as far as it's going to go. I don't really want to like.
You've also got a potential big talking point in like gaming hardware, like the new Xbox, the new PS5,
That's
new
true, yeah.
computer gear, like AMD's resurrection of the 4-core 8-thread processors recently. Like now the 3900 is on par with the 7600K Intel 4-core, and it's like half the price. So you can talk stuff like that,
Yeah, no, that would be a good topic too, depending on who's on the show that week. Yeah. So so we'll see how that works out, the news part, and then I'll have like a written like introduction where I just spend like a minute posing the question or the opening question, and then we'll have the opening arguments. Both sides will like basically we're gonna have to determine beforehand two sides of an argument based on the problem, and it's not necessarily that like somebody it's a debate style. Somebody's gonna have to choose to be on the other side if nobody likes the idea, like.
Oh, I love being on the ridiculous side.
Yeah, so we'll work out what the sides are beforehand, and then we'll create the two teams, and then we have the debate, which is just going to be like a a round table style discussion about the merits of the two ideas to fix the plan, and then and then we'll do the trial by combat phase.
You're gonna have to keep me from choosing the capitulation side for all of these. Like alien invasion, let's just capitulate. Zombie apocalypse, let's just throw ourselves upon the feet of the zombie.
Well, I think I could see alien overlords working out a lot better than zombie overlords. Like alien overlords, like your grunts in an intergalactic army, maybe. Zombie overlords, your food. But yeah, definitely stuff like that would be an endless source of fun to talk about.
Yeah,
and also kind of works into the charity angle. Mm-hmm. So one of the things I was trying to think about is trying to put some stakes in the game show, and that would be like, I was thinking like I don't want to complicate it too much, but I was thinking like viewers could donate to the pot, and there'd be like each team would be competing for a charity. And then whoever won, the money would go to that charity, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
I was trying to think of it, but I don't know how to logistically do that well. Have you ever used like Venmo? Do they take money off the top?
They take money off the top when you deposit it into an account. So like if I Venmo you $40, and that $40 goes into your Venmo account, when you decide I want that $40 in my Venmo account to go into my bank account, that's when Venmo takes their cut, as far as I believe.
So if I can I use Venmo to buy something, to donate money? Because that would be perfect. As long as if you only get taxed when you take it into cash, if I could somehow Venmo it or move it out of the app into a donation, that would be awesome.
There has to be a different way. There has to be, because I think that, in my mind, that sounds like it would work fine, but there's something that, to me, that there's some red flag. Like if Venmo starts getting massive number of donations small, they're gonna be like, hey, you're using this outside of the intended terms of service or something.
Well, there is actually apparently a donation thing on Venmo. All campaigns.
Yeah, but you need some sort of
give
macro or something to hook it into your stream.
Oh, you're saying that to make sure I'm not pocketing the money?
Well, no, not so much that, but so that your viewers can track, you could have a bar graph or something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Though at the same time, I could also. Yeah, well, I wonder if Streamlabs accounts can do that, maybe.
Yeah, there's got to be a tool for it.
Oh, you know, you can PayPal people. I wonder how PayPal. There are no fees within U.S. to send money when you use your PayPal balance or bank account, or a combination of that and a bank account. There is a fee to send money using personal payment using a debit or credit card. Hmm. So potentially, I'd be Streamlabs has PayPal, so I could potentially have people PayPal me. Well, maybe I'd offer three options. Like, you can put money in the pot, or you can donate it to one of the two charities, and then if the money, whoever wins the money in the pot goes towards, I don't know. Hmm.
I don't know.
It seems like having some stakes involved would be a good thing for it, but I have to
No,
think
I
about
totally
that.
agree with the sentiment. I think that it puts some skin in the game, at least a little bit. I like to. I think of the formats that have really been successful in my mind are like the ones for like wait wait don't tell me. Where
Yeah, that's
these
wait, don't tell me is a huge inspiration for the format of this show. By the
yeah,
way.
like you have like these panelists. They're sort of like semi-famous people or accomplished people, and they're competing for some caller.
Hmm.
Um, in this case, it'd be the same thing. You have your panelists here competing for a charity. Um, so
Yeah, and I think I was originally thinking that having like callers would be pretty awesome too. Um, so I don't know. Got okay, so I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna try and work out the details of that, but I think that some competitive element would probably be good.
that would be interesting to have, sort of like a 1-800 number. I don't know. There's problems with that though, like having something hooked into your like you have a web phone that you could hook into your stream and people could just call in. But then if you start getting like more than like 100 or so viewers, people could just spam it and break it.
Yeah. Well, the way I would think I would do it is I would have people join the Discord chat or the Discord server, and like people that I had was somewhat familiar with. I wouldn't just let anybody on the air.
No, right, of course.
So it would be more people that were like had been in the chat for a while, and then
Yeah.
also, I mean, you can also, I think you can. This isn't going to have a huge component of like audience interaction because we're going to be talking to each other for most of the show. We'll probably like do shout outs to people who are giving donations and stuff during the show, but that doesn't need to be instantaneous feedback. So what I'm saying
Right.
is we could have a 30-second delay and potentially dump it. I'd have to look into that. I'm sure there's a way to dump stuff if somebody like gets on and starts spamming like curse word or like racist words or something.
Right.
Got to be able to dump it from the chat. But yeah, I think I could probably figure something out. I know there's delay, like a delay filter in um, OBS, so I think that might work. But yeah, well, definitely not gonna just open it up to anybody. Oh, the phone concept's kind of interesting though, because then like people on Facebook, I feel like joining Discord for a lot of people.
Yeah, well, the thing is like I've done that before. Like I've joined a few Discord groups of streamers, and they do like sub Sundays or something where they'll pull you into the moderated voice chat, and you play with them for a round or two, and that's fun, and I think that's a tool that's used pretty widely across the streaming community. But I'm trying to think like when you're doing it also on Facebook and other platforms, and you want like just maybe someone's grandpa, they're interested and they want to call in. They're not going to be able to use Discord.
Yeah,
Presumably.
definitely.
I mean, they
Yeah,
might. Who knows?
yeah. So maybe, I mean, we could potentially. So maybe we would have the opening argument, the debate, And then the Peanut Gallery. I don't know, call it, maybe call it something else.
What were they called in the Shakespearean?
Oh, the chorus.
Yeah, you had
the people.
the
the exposition that would come from the singers, the like vague townspeople. Is that what you're talking about?
No, like the way that the Shakespearean theater was designed, you had like the floor level, which was called something. And
oh, the orchestra?
No. Hold on. Here we go. So you have the yard or the pit, which was for the just like the walk-ins, and you had the galleries, which was for the people who would pay more. That doesn't. So you call the yard. Yeah, you're looking at the same thing I am.
Oh, okay. So
the pit, the gallery.
The pit sounds a little. It sounds worse than the peanut gallery. And now to consult the peasants. Yeah. Well, perhaps we could figure out some clever name for it. Maybe in context. Oops.
There's got to be some sci-fi related, thing we can use.
Okay.
The problem is all that stuff is usually drawn from like bad parts of world history, in some way or another.
Yeah.
So it always carries negative connotation.
Is the peanut gallery? Is that a racist term?
I hope not.
Let's see.
Find out.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. It comes from American vaudeville, where the topmost, cheapest seats were dubbed the Peanut Gallery. Because if the occupants of the cheap seats were displeased with the performance, peanuts would rain down from the gallery. So it's actually it's actually backwards from what you're talking about, the pit, and it's actually the gallery. It's the Peanut Gallery, which I guess is. So there's like the good gallery, which is like the low level, but then up top in the worst seats is the Peanut Gallery.
Yeah, that's the bad Peanut Gallery. Or that's the Peanut Gallery.
So the pit is actually the VIP section.
No, because then you're like in collateral damage from the Peanut Gallery. Yeah. If the peanut doesn't make it to the stage, it's hitting whoever's in. You don't even get peanuts. You just.
So I guess I need to make a list of things to do. Oh, potential games is another thing I should brainstorm. And so the games have to be engaging for the Facebook crowd. Not necessarily the newest, hottest stuff. Especially because if we want 4 people to play it, we've all got to coordinate and have the same game.
We need streamable party games. Like I want a Pictionary.
Yeah.
Like where there is draw in like MS.
Yeah, that's Jackbox has several drawing Pictionary kind of games, so we could play Jackbox games.
Mm-hmm.
We could play, of course, Mario and Sonic.
Yeah.
And like
the classic Mario Kart, SNES Mario Kart Battle Royale modes were amazing. Where you had like the 3 balloons on the back of your car.
Yeah, I wonder if how well that would work over like Parsec. If it if the latency would be too bad for that.
I don't know.
It could potentially be
we
cool.
are east-west.
Yeah.
Me and you, but not every.
But I think even then our latency is still like 80 milliseconds or something. So you can generally play games.
Yeah, that's fine. I can usually do 80 ms.
But then again, it's like, well, I guess that is ping time anyway. So it always takes that long to get there and back. So anyway, so yeah. There's also like free card games like Hearthstone / whatever.
I could get down on Hearthstone. I've never played it, but it seems fun.
Yeah, I mean, the thing we could do with that was we could just do like head-to-head battles between players, and since it's free, it'd be pretty easy to set up. But we could also do Cards Against Humanity. But like,
I like that idea, but it can get pretty lewd and
that's true.
non-stream approach.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, I'm a big Cards Against Humanity fan. Like, I really am. It's just depending on your audience.
Yeah, I wonder if there's like a PG-13 Cards Against Humanity web game.
Is that even fun though?
Yeah, I guess it's not even that great. That's actually probably a good point. Oh, you know what? Humans Fall Flat would be probably a pretty good one. Oh, there's also itch.io games. Have you ever used itch.io?
No.
So it's like a game jam library. Like people will make like really simple like micro games and stuff. A lot of really crazy things on it. But
right, and we could also you know, scavenge all the free to play weekends and stuff. You know, if like there's a free to play weekend on, because there's so many game stores now that there's usually always a free to play.
That's a good point.
There's usually always a free to play option, you know, somewhere, and it could just be a bad game, but who cares? You know, it's free to play. We'll all download it and just like make fools of ourselves.
Well, yeah, as long as we're going head to head, it doesn't really matter, you know, like what gear we have or what level we are or whatever. We can just start and go head to head. So yeah, as long as somebody isn't like super good at the game. But the thing is that also since we're gonna have two people on each panel, only as long as one person on that panel has the same game as the other person on the other panel. Not all four necessarily need it. Now we could do some challenges that are like 2 versus 2, you know. How I was thinking it is like sometimes it'd be 2 versus 2. Sometimes you would just pick who did which game if it was 1 versus 1. Yeah, and then probably pick who went, either pick who went against me, or that maybe if the team gets enough points, they'll get a special condition. Like if they win, like if the team wins all 3 rounds, then maybe like if
they
it's
pull a hat trick.
Yeah. Then like maybe the final, you know, it's like whoever can beat Bowser the fastest in level of Super Mario World is like our boss level, and instead of just it being one player versus me, it's both of the players versus me because they won both, you know, all 3 rounds or something. That might be kind of cool.
Okay.
Like, do add special stakes for getting that third win. But yeah.
I like it.
Me too. So hoping anybody else might join.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off here soon. I gotta put my kids to bed.
Yeah. I think I'm about. I mean, it's pretty much at this point. I just have to really make art and get the OBS stuff set up for it. So.
Dude, I've been having a lot of fun in the Streamlabs OBS.
Oh yeah.
Like I've now got 6 individual scenes set up: 3 for Hunt and 3 for Valorant. The starting stream scene, the streaming, and then the ending stream scene, which is almost the same as the starting. But it's pretty cool.
Look at my Twitch. I just put my OBS up on the screen. There's an army of me. Oh, that's funny. But yeah. Oh, this isn't even my complicated Twitch. On my other one, I've got probably like 15 scenes. And the way a tip that I use is I use a number in the front, and that specifies like what stage in the stream it's generally at. So like I'll have the title at 0, and then like usually at the beginning of the episode I'll pop up to like full screen and just do a little introduction, and then I have my screen share, and then like if I need anything like especially like game capture, I'll put that at like 6, or when I was playing with Kayla I had that like multiplayer stuff at 7. So like it's really easy just to look. Oh, and also if you haven't been using it, the studio mode I'm using is really awesome because you can like screw around with your stream and what's actually live.
Yeah, I really need I need another monitor so I can edit that stuff on the fly.
Oh yeah.
Or get a stream deck.
Yeah. I mean, even having a stream deck, having that second monitor.
Wow, that is zoom.
All right, where's that transition button? Is that my... Oh man, I seriously, if I had more time I'd definitely make a Skyrim mod.
Dude, it's so good.
Oh man. All right,
well, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta go to bed. So.
All right. I'll see you later.
Take it easy.
And I'll see you later, Twitch.